Okay guys, it is official. Charlie Kirk is dead. Donald Trump just confirmed on Truth Social moments ago, saying the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States better than Charlie. He was 31 years old and leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Buckle up. Things are about to get crazy. Okay guys, breaking news. Charlie Kirk is currently still alive and apparently is stabilizing but in critical condition. And that's according to multiple sources citing Turning Point USA, which is the organization founded by Kirk in 2012. US Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins, she posted saying, everyone please keep praying, hearing that he is in critical condition but still with us. Also, according to Utah Valley University, the shot that hit Kirk in the neck was fired from a building 200 yards away with a rifle. And also, Scott Trotter, a university spokesperson, said that the police determined that the person who was taken into custody after the shooting was not actually the shooter. So there is no shooter in custody currently. We're also hearing that Charlie Kirk's wife and 2 young children were at the campus when he was shot. Now, we don't know if they were directly in the crowd or somewhere nearby, but that's according to Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin. His wife posted on Twitter 2 hours before the shooting, simply with a Bible verse saying, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Police have also shut down the entire university campus. They said all of the 40,000 students, classes are cancelled, leave campus immediately. And this is now America's 46th shooting at a school this year alone. Charlie Kirk was literally answering a question about gun violence when he was shot moments before. And also in 2023, he said it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every year so that we can have the Second Amendment. As we know more, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay guys, major breaking news. Charlie Kirk has just been shot in the neck and we currently do not know whether he is alive or dead. Here's what we do know though. He was hosting a Q&A at Utah Valley University, apparently on transgender shooters, when a shot rings out, and the video shows him being hit right in the front of the neck. He slumps back in his seat, and the crowd just scatters. Blood is pouring everywhere, and honestly, if he survives this, it will truly be a miracle. Now, there are conflicting reports whether an attacker has been arrested. Some sources are saying that they do have a suspect in custody, but it is absolute chaos online right now, and so we just want to make sure everything is correct. There was also apparently 6,000 signatures, a petition that was started at this university calling for Charlie Kirk to not be allowed to speak there today. Even Donald Trump, he's just put out a statement saying we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, a great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. Honestly, this is going to have some serious effects coming up, and as soon as we know his condition or anything else, I'll keep you guys updated. The UK is starting to see a very unusual terrorist problem. I mean, just over the weekend alone, they arrested nearly 900 people under the Terrorism Act. And the unusual part is that a lot of these terrorists are seniors, people with disabilities, grandmas, simply standing there with a sign. In fact, just a couple of weeks ago, they arrested an elderly man under the Terrorism Act who was blind and was in a wheelchair. This is 100% real. To make things even crazier, being convicted under the Terrorism Act can in some cases hold a prison sentence of up to 14 years. So what the hell is going on? Well, about 2 months ago, a UK-based group called Palestine Action was classed by the government as a terrorist organization alongside the likes of Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Hamas, and 81 others. This decision was made after some of its members somehow were able to break into the UK's largest secured military airbase and use repurposed fire extinguishers to spray red paint into the engines of 2 aircraft, causing an estimated $7 million in damages. Now, the group say this was to protest the UK's complicity and supplying weapons to Israel. The government, however, say that they are not merely a protest group, but one that is escalated into violent attacks against national security targets. So, 12 days later, Palestine Action became the first direct action protest group to ever be prescribed under UK terrorism laws. But here's where things get tricky, because remember, it is a criminal offense to show support for a terrorist organization, and that's why police are now having to arrest hundreds of people for simply holding a sign sign saying they support Palestine action.
Essentially, everyone holding a sign will be arrested.
If that sign falls within the remit of Newlands.
Saying that they support Palestine action.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to arrest. That must be a real headache.
It is a lot of people, yeah.
And just 2 days after the nearly 900 were arrested, a new Banksy mural appeared on the walls of the Royal Courts of Justice, depicting a judge hitting a protester lying on the ground with blood spattered on their sign. Journalist Isabel Young spoke with the advisor to the UK government, whose 300-page report was a major factor in these new laws. And this is what he had to say in their defense.
I spoke to a 70-something-year-old grandma at these protests, you know, literally holding up a sign and getting arrested. Do you think they're a terrorist?
If they meet and they are doing this to overwhelm the criminal justice system very deliberately.
Half of the people that I saw at the protests were over 60. So are they terrorists?
Well, the criminal justice system will have to deal with them, and
But you're saying they are terrorists.
No, I'm saying that if you...
But you're not answering the question. Are they? Do you see them as terrorists?
So we're now at a point where the UK police have their work cut out for them. Every time there is a protest, anyone holding a sign supporting Palestine action can be arrested, even if it's in the thousands. Apple has just dropped the highly anticipated iPhone 17. But there's one feature that's got a lot of people pissed. For starters, this year you'll have the largest iPhone lineup ever to choose from with the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and the all-new iPhone Air. Now this thing sits at only 5.6 millimeters thick, and it's encased in, you guessed it, titanium. In fact, they say this structure they've created has made it the most durable and strongest iPhone ever. Jerry rig everything, you know what to do. They claim it's unlike anything you've ever held in your hand before. It has a 120Hz display, it has the A19 Pro chip, giving it the fastest CPU of any iPhone. Apple says that it has
MacBook Pro levels of compute in an iPhone.
But the super slim design doesn't come without its sacrifices. It'll only have one camera, one speaker, it's eSIM only worldwide, and the battery life will take a hit. In fact, in their presentation, they simply said it's got all-day battery life without specifying hours. Immediate red flag. And then straight after that, they went on to speak about this new battery pack that they've made, and that when used together with the iPhone Air's battery, it'll give you 40 hours of video playback. But it would kind of defeat the purpose of having a super slim phone. However, what does have nearly 40 hours of video playback is the iPhone 17 Pro. And yes, this year it actually looks different. Kinda. Now, the new battery they put in this thing is admittedly a beast. The largest ever, in fact, with a massive 39 hours of video playback. They've ditched the titanium already, and they've now gone back to aluminium, but this time the whole thing is now essentially this unibody shell with a cutout on the back that's made from this ceramic shield. And the reason they've gone for this extended camera bump, apart from just wanting it to look different, is the upgraded camera. For the first time, all three rear cameras are now 48 megapixel. They'll have 0.5 to 8 times zoom for video and 40 times zoom for pictures. Oh, also, all of the new 17 models will have this brand new front camera that Apple is calling center stage camera. Essentially what this is that they're using a square sensor for the first time, and this new shape gives more pixels and a wider field of view. Because of that, you now no longer need to turn your phone if you want to capture landscape. It'll use AI to auto zoom out for a wider shot. It'll be 18 megapixels and also super stabilized. But the one feature that people are pissed didn't arrive is reverse wireless charging. A lot of people expected this year to be able to charge their AirPods or even another phone with their phone. I would also people to piss that the Pro model only comes in 3 colors, and one of them is not black. These are all of the prices for the 3 models, and let me know what you guys think. Did Tim cook, or is Tim cooked?